Well, hello and welcome to watch the March making of the 2021 bullet journal. First I'm flipping through the February month, which the theme was the paw prints of ungulates, as I couldn't really fit any more paw prints on the same page, so I just stuck with ungulates, which was hard enough already. And the theme of the month of March is going to be clouds, cloud formations, as I realized that I have no idea what different cloud types there are and what they do, so I decided to try and use this month to learn a little more about that. So there is a lot. This is just a really brief overview just to get an idea what cloud types there are and what they do, more or less, and like where they are situated in the atmosphere. I found the picture, what I basically just copying it. I found it on Wikipedia, but it was from somewhere else. I will link it in the description if I remember to do that. But anyway, there's the basic types of clouds and the basic atmospheric locations where they are found. And on the left and right ends there the basic rain clouds. I added the color just at the end, but here's also what the page ended up looking like. And then the next spread is going to be just a month calendar, which is always my favorite, as I like to draw straight lines. It's easy and relaxing. This time I switched the layout a little. Usually I put the month name on the top, but now I have this idea to put it on the bottom to make the calendar more like a rain cloud, even though it doesn't exactly look like it. But that's the idea behind this spread. I generally don't have much space around the calendar, as I prefer to maximize the space I have to use for the calendar, as I usually feel like I need a lot of space for the dates, as this is where basically all my planning and events are written down. Now I'm just writing the date or the weekdays. I first wrote them with black, but then I had the idea of writing them with white, although like it's barely visible in the video, but it's in white. I'm not sure which one I would have preferred in the end, but it just look like this now, and it's fine. And with writing the dates, I made a mistake. I just started writing the 10s all over again on the second to last row, so I had to fix all the 1s to 2s. So that took a little while, but it's barely noticeable and I don't really mind anyway, so it's fine. Everything is fine. So this is what this page ended up looking like. It doesn't really look like a rain cloud, but whatever. Maybe I'll remember that it's a rain cloud at least. And the nimbus stratus is the basic rain cloud. I actually was surprised that the clouds are named really similarly to any animals or other species. That they have this genus name and then they have their, like, the quote-unquote species name. So they have the really similar Latin naming system as what I'm used to as a biologist, so that was kind of easy to get adapted to. And here's another rain cloud, which is the nimbocumulus, I think, if I remember correctly. So those are the like really tall ones that sometimes you might see even from the airplane, and it's basically a rain cloud. I suppose because it's really tall, it has a lot of moisture inside, and then all the rain will then fall down. It looks like I forgot to speed up this part, but here I'm just writing all the trackers I want to keep up with during this month. I always write exercise as, you know, an egg on the front because I think it's hilarious because, you know, I'm hysterical. It's from a Gudetama sticker where Gudetama, which is like a lazy egg yolk, like a Japanese Sanrio character, which is hilarious and really cute. And there's one sticker where it's saying exercise because, you know, it's an egg. It's an egg. It's funny. And here I'm using raindrops as the tracker dots this month because, you know, rain cloud and raindrops are kind of natural. I put some a few too many raindrops there in a few of them, and I'll be correcting them with whiteout later. And next is the mood tracker, which I'm just using clouds. Basic cumulus clouds, which people use to find different animal shapes in when they pass. So they have, you know, clear sky or no rain, not rain clouds. Yeah, here I'm correcting the raindrops away and just coloring the rest of the spread. So I'm using Dingbat's color markers for the coloring. I've been using watercolor in previous months, but this time I decided to just use the markers, as I actually like the colors. They are nice and pastel-y. And then since there was a lot of space on the bottom, I just put kind of something to remind of the ground and a few people looking at the clouds, trying to guess what animals they could be. And here there the different moods on the top. I'll be deciding the colors later, but there'll be something with the in the general theme of this month. Anyway, so probably blue and then pink and lila or something like that. So here's what the spread ended up looking like before turning to the next spread and the last spread actually of this month. I'm not really like overly pleased with this one, but it doesn't really matter. As long as there is something, it's fine. So here on the top left, I put some cirrus or cirrus clouds. I have no idea how you actually should be pronouncing them. They're really wispy kind of clouds, which are really high up in the atmosphere. And then on the right side, I put like, I never remember. It was cumulus congesters or something. I saw the name somewhere and this cloud shape somewhere, and I thought it was kind of pretty. So I decided to use it for the kind of to-do list of the month, or the to-do list I'm bringing with me from one month to another, since I am not really good at achieving my to-dos usually. So I used pink and violet or lila, or I have no idea what color this should be. And on the left side, I have this kind of most important tasks for the month that I usually put there, even though I generally don't manage to achieve them all, but they are there to gather more attention than what they would if they were like in the middle of all the other to-dos on the right side. And now I'm finishing the coloring on this page. So I split the page in 3 or actually 4 sections. So there's the ground, where there's not many clouds except the straightest clouds that are called also fog with their other name, or mist. And then the low atmosphere, I chose to do with pink since the kind of the, I think it's called Venus' belt, when the sun is setting or rising, the horizon sky actually looks sometimes really pink, which is kind of it's apparently called Venus belt. And then shifting to violet for the mid atmosphere, and then blue for the upper atmosphere. So I'm finishing the coloring. The uppermost upper atmosphere took longest since there's a lot of small details that have to be filled in, especially with the circumcumuluses, which are apparently some small clouds that are high up in the atmosphere. And now I'm just flipping through the finished month of March. Oh, the calendar, and then the trackers, habit tracker and mood tracker, and then the to-do lists for the month. And this was it for the month of March with the theme of clouds. I'm quite happy with the end result, especially since it didn't take, I think it took about an hour. But thank you for watching, and see you!